Hello there and welcome back to Tangible Investments, and today's video is about should you invest in Lego or gold bullion. Well, before I go into that, what's gold doing at the moment? Gold is being, well, it's good. I mean, we're back well over $1,700 an ounce. We're touching 1750 earlier today, very close to it this morning, which is really good for all the gold investors. Now, I bought to put this video in, to give it some context. I'm showing you my latest purchase, not just because it's a cheesy unboxing video, just because it kind of I want you to see what will make more sense when I explain about whether you should invest in Lego or not. Now, if you've been locked in a wardrobe on a nuclear submarine at the bottom of the ocean for the last 70 years, then you won't know what Lego is. But basically, obviously, Lego's been around for a very long time, and it's become quite a trendy thing to invest in at the moment. And yeah, we've all played with Lego as a child. And you know, there's so many different formats and varieties of Lego. And what does this have to do with a 2020 British full gold sovereign? Yes, I've bought another full gold sovereign. So, it's got a few. It's a bit manky actually, that really. The way it's not actually. What's that? The bag? Yeah, it looks pretty good nick, this one. So yeah, I got this from a well-known bullion dealer. I think I paid £338 for it or something like that. So it wasn't as bad as the one I got the other day, where I got absolutely murdered on. I think I paid 368, is the most I've ever paid for a sovereign. But I told you this before. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. It doesn't matter whether you're paying 20, 30, 40 pounds over the odds for your gold coin, as long as you're not selling it, trying to sell it tomorrow. I don't think, in my opinion. I'm sitting on gold for 5 years. 3 years minimum. I may start to shift some stuff, but really 5 to 10 years for me. So I'm happy. I don't really care. I just collect it and buy it when I can afford it, and I just pick bits up as I go along, buying the dips. You know, it's just a gold sovereign. So here we have a 2020 gold sovereign. Let's just say arbitrarily it's worth £350, yeah? Alright. So let's go back to Lego. So Lego, we've all grown up with it. And it's been around for donkey's years. And Lego's become something of a definitely something which is collectors are, or some people seriously collect. Even new sets, you know, like a Star Wars Millennium Falcon that came out, you know, 3 or 4 years ago. You're seeing people putting them back on eBay for like double the money, you know, because some of the sets are so huge and so, you know, they're so difficult to come by, a complete set, that people will just pay them, you know. And that's not just obviously Star Wars, it's all the sets, you know. You could almost dip into Lego and take a punt. What I've realised with Lego, I'll come on to this in more details, that there's so many sets and so many lines, product lines, and so many different types of Lego that you can create and collect. There's so many good sets out there, so many good things to collect, that it's, unless you are, I mean, it's as expensive as buying bullion, gold and silver bullion, no doubt about it. You can spend thousands on keeping up with Lego. And obviously there's modern Lego and then there's old Lego. So this is I've sold nearly all my Lego, and I've only got a few bits left now, and I'm going to come on to why I sold my Lego. I'm probably going to sell these. 1983 moon buggy, right? So this is how I bought this. This is a obviously a 1983 moon buggy. I'm not even going to touch the box and get it out. Normally I keep it completely sealed, but these two items I bought about 4 years ago, and I paid. I think I paid about £350, £360 for both of them at the time. One was more than the other. I'm not going to say exact, but this one was quite a lot more than this one, significantly more than this one. So we got Lego that I bought 4 years ago, 2 sets, £350. Now I emailed 4 auction houses in the last 2 weeks saying I got some Lego, I want to, stick it on an auction or get rid of it. What do you think of these sets? I put about 5 sets in, and it worked out that only in one place offered me what they thought that I would get back for these, what I paid for them, and all the rest I got like £250, £300. So these sets are worth less than I paid for them. Obviously I know that's not that's what they estimated the sort of prices they would go for. That doesn't mean they could have gone for more, but I was a bit gutted actually. I was kind of really, I thought, let's face it, they're never going to be worth £1 million, and they're probably never going to be worth £1,000. They're never going to be worth £500 each. I'm going to come on to that as well later. So what I'm trying to say is, before we go into detail, is that what we've got here is 2 bits of Lego that I bought 4 years ago. That's basically cost me the same as this sovereign. And if you ask me what would I rather have had, if I'd bought this sovereign 4 years ago, how much would it have been? A sovereign 4 years ago would have been like £240, something like that. But something could have happened to gold, and it could have gone down in value. So basically, it just shows you that if you ask me today, would I rather have another sort of, somebody knocked on the door now and said, Julian, I'll give you another sort of gold sovereign for these 2, I would literally rip their hand off. If they said to me, I'll give you a spotted, really badly conditioned, rancid sovereign, I'd still rip their hand off. And that's kind of a bit gutting. Problem with Lego, as I realise, in all these collecting of all these sets, you've got a couple of issues. First one's the market. You've got to find somebody that your taste in a Lego set might not be somebody else's taste. And obviously something that's old and valuable, similar to coins, is generally old and valuable, and there's always going to be a certain number of buyers who are prepared to take it off your hands. But let's say this was super rare, the rarest Lego set in the world, right? Space Lego, and it was worth £100,000, right? I've got to find somebody who really wants to pay that and hang on to it, and then I've got to worry about the thing degrading in the box, and then somebody buying it's got to worry about, well, is it real? Is there really Lego inside this box? Is it just stuffed with bits of cotton wool or something like that? That's the other problem. I know these are. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. I didn't like that. I started buying Lego sets and I had them sat on my shelf and they were all sealed up, and I was like, I kind of, obviously I wanted to, the boy in me wanted to open it up and play with it and make the bloody thing. That was half the battle, resisting actually making these Lego sets. And the other battle was, well, has it actually got the Lego in it? Has it been cleverly opened and stuck back together? Somebody steamed it open. I don't know. I mean, it's unlikely if you buy from a right source. It's a bit like saying you could buy fake gold and you could be buying something. This is just a bit of copper that somebody's manufactured. Blah blah blah. We all know that the tests. I made a video on checking your gold with a magnet, the weighing it, and all that. I still do it now. Any coin that I buy, I always religiously check them. I'll check this one. So my point was, it's kind of like I'm buying these items as an investment that are kind of the market. Are kids gonna, when the market, I feel like it's a certain age group that appreciate investing in Lego and old Lego, and they're not going to be around forever. You know, they're dying away. I feel they're like the much older generation. I say, you know, guys probably in their 60s, well, 40 plus minimum, you know, and gold coin still going to be around in 100 years' time. It's not going to matter. Gold coin's a gold coin, you know. So, you know, the question is, if this was worth, you know, if this had gone up in value, if the guy had said, you know, wow, you know, if I'd got feedback that these were worth suddenly £600 between them, I would have been like, well, that's pretty damn good, you know. Would I have gone and bought more Lego? Would I buy more Lego? Probably wouldn't. That's probably why I stopped seriously collecting it as an investment and started selling it off. It's too much of it. It's mass produced now. It's too finicky. The market is, I don't feel when you come to liquidating it, there's enough options. That's not to say you can't. It's not worth collecting. Don't get me wrong. I do think Lego is a viable thing to invest in. I just wouldn't invest in if I had the choice. If I had £500 to say spend on an investment, would I buy a couple of bits of Lego, or would I buy a sovereign and some silver, a bit of silver, you know? I take this all day long, you know, and that's just basically, you know, just the way I feel about it. So, anything I've not covered there? So the question is, yeah, what am I going to do with these Legos? So probably sell them and buy gold with them if I'm lucky, kind of, you know. And if I had bought, you know, I've probably I haven't spent a huge sum, well, maybe 3,000 or 4,000 on Lego, and I've probably got about £500, £600 worth of Lego left. I'll probably sell it, liquidate it, and buy more gold and silver. And what's, you know, gutting is if I bought 4 years ago and I was looking to start investing, if I just stopped fanning around, I think you kind of need to experiment, and it's been a learning experience. Like I say, I definitely, if you really, really know your stuff, and that's the thing, and you really are sure that what you're getting is a proper pucker Lego set that somebody's going to lust after and really be worth the money when it comes to the auction, then do it. But I just think you can get caught up in collecting all the sort of modern Lego. It's kind of, you know, there's loads of YouTube videos, people making these Lego sets and God knows what. You know, at the end of the day, it's just a bit of plastic block. These boxes are a toy, you know, it's not a serious thing. I feel like this is a serious investment, gold and silver bullion. It's big boys' toys, you know. I'm really trying not to besmirch, you know, Lego investors here. I'm just trying to give me my honest opinion on whether you should have other things in your portfolio like this. And I just don't know if you've got, you know, like I say, I probably, if I was going to invest in Lego, I would go for sort of big, old, pre-1980, you know, pre-1990 sets like this, you know, 70s, 80s stuff, really good condition. I know it's there, and just literally seal it up and keep it. And I'd only have a few stuff that I know that should be worth thousands. I'm going to make serious money on. I just don't think it's worth dicking around to make, you know, to hope you're going to make £50 on something in about 100 years' time. You know, I think there's far better gains to be made in gold and silver. I hate it when people say gold and silver is an investment. It really annoys me. You know, what investment? What else would you call? If I bought this 4 years ago for £250 and it's now worth £350, what is that? You know, it's all very well. It's not money. It's an investment. And anyway, I'm getting to stop ranting about that. Anyway, so that's just that video really. Any thoughts or questions, leave them in the comment section, and I'll see you soon.